All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sabra Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. The 12 deadly diseases of niggerdom. We moved that lecture back Sunday, October 16th. We want a full house. It's a powerful lecture. It's too powerful for our people not to hear, and so we pushed it back just to get the full house. We got a nice house, but we want a full house. We want a full house, and we're gonna move it back to this Sunday, October 16th. The link is right down there in the video description. Raw truth in a time of great uncertainty. You have to have understanding and solutions based on real menacing, situations that we in. We can't come up with solutions to fake problems or lesser problems. We got to deal with these ones that nobody even want to acknowledge exist, because it's terror. It's terror to bring, to deal with. And most people don't want to deal with it. And that's why you got the general coming straight up the middle, family. Click that link and begin to think and have yourself in the place. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace. We got 15% off at this time. Appreciation discount. Official General Cyrus Sunseti DVD, Jurassic and Classic DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies. Is about time to get them hoodies. You feel me, family? That collar, you got to get you one of them. African and Kemetic jewelry. We got, a lot of nice pieces, empowering. You see, we have the holistic tonics and remedies, home decor for the family, accessories for the kitchen, living room, dining room. We got you. kingseti.com. Also, class is 9 session. Get yourself in class. Get enrolled. SETI University, generalseti.com. Over 800 video presentation, probably more. You feel what I'm saying? Too raw for YouTube videos. SETI with the master teachers. When Egypt ruled the earth, the black woman is God. Olmec voyages of the Nile, from Naga to nigga, Freemasonry exposed, occult science, all the debates, all world religions, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, this ism and that ism. Jumping on all of them. You see what I'm saying? Black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Cyrus Sunseti website. Join now. Get on over there. Get your ass in class. Get the binging on Black Power. Okay? General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise, we never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube and a whole lot more other platforms. It's too goddamn hot. Tomorrow, we dropping hip hop should declare a state of emergency for the epidemic murders of rap artists, and goddamn it, the whole nation should call a state of emergency, the black nation, on what's going on out here. It's time for our people to stand up. Time for these brothers to stand their weak ass up and get the soldiering on this situations. You see, why the Europeans, we just dropped this, is on Patreon right now, along with over 100 other live streams that's on there right now. Why do Europeans celebrate their most sacred holidays in the dead of winter? Our African people still possessed by the spirits of their slave masters. And if you still calling on these damn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal deities every day of the week, the fucking planets and everything else, nigga, yes, you still possess. Okay, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, King Seti, Cyrus Sunseti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Comment. Say how you feel. Just don't say what I don't like, because I will ban your ass. And share it with your family and friends, because they need this powerful information too. You feel me? They need this powerful information too. All right. Let me get back up here. Okay. And so now we dealing we just dealt with Thor. Now we about to deal with old Tyr. We about to deal with old Tiwaz. You see, a savage, nothing but a savage. You start getting into that wolf cult. You see, they all into that wolf cult. I don't care if it's the Roman. You see, I don't care whether it's the Greek. I don't care whether it's the Nordic. All of them into that wolf. You see what I'm saying? They all off into that wolf. And so you see Tyr, you see what I'm saying, which is Tyr. His name is also Tiwas. You see what I'm saying? And he is, the Viking god of Tuesday. You see? And that's who the name, and, he sacrificed his hand, to the giant wolf Fenrir. You see what I'm saying? Who, Tyr and Tiwaz in this wolf battle at the end of the world, and both of them end up dying. All of these stories, it ain't nothing but the laws of divine opposites. You see what I'm saying? And so that's his opposite, just like old Santa Claus, or got Krampus. You see what I'm saying? The other side, his twin. You see, they never tell you that Krampus is Santa Claus twin. You know what I'm saying? And so you see T-Wise, nah. See, we about to get off into this occult shit. We're going to jump right off into it. Because it's crazy that we don't see that we summoning, and they integrated so deep into society that you would never know you a part of it. You see, you don't even know you a part of it. And so, you got the restaurant Ruby Tuesday. You see? And so, in the occult understanding, you understand the ruby is symbolic of blood. Okay? Symbolic of blood. One aspect is symbolic of fire. Another aspect is symbolic of blood. Let me get into it. Let me see what that. I think it's right here. This is one of them. Let me bring it up. This might be one. It is. It says ruby, passion and vitality. Okay. For thousands of years, the ruby was considered the stone of love, energy, passion, power, and a zest for life like no other gemstone in the world. Ruby is the perfect symbol for powerful feelings. The other important element of ruby, besides fire, is blood. And that's the only aspect that I need. And ruby is said to restore vitality, life forces, and increase energy and vigor. Now, that's another aspect of Tyr. You see what I'm saying? Vitality and vigor, because he was the god of war. He was one of the gods of war. And many say he was the supreme god of the Vikings before Odin. You see, and and so he was bumped down. He was bumped down. So you understand, when you start talking about Ruby Tuesday, we understand that the Tuesday is Tiwa or Tyre. You see, and the ruby is symbolic of blood. Okay, bloody Tyr. Bloody Tiwas. And so when you go back and you see that he sacrificed his hand to the wolf, and you see him holding the hand, and the goddamn wolf then bit it off. See what the story said is that wolf is the child of the Nordic god of mischief, who you call Loki. If you're into the movie Loki, Fenrir was his son. And so you already know that this is, and so, he was, when he was born, he was a little wolf. But then the motherfucker kept growing and kept growing and kept growing. And you know what I'm saying? And so they understood that if they didn't find something to do with his ass, that he was going to be a straight up terror. You know what I'm saying? And so what they was doing, they was looking for things in the universe that could bind his ass. So they would tie him up sometime, pretending that they was playing. You know what I'm saying? To see if he could break it and this, that, and the third. And so, so they would just kept, looking. And so they end up getting the dwarfs who were the magicians, the real magicians. They was able to make all of the magical weaponry, even the hammer of Thor and the spear of Odin. The dwarves made that. And so they were, finally they came up with something that could bind old Fenrir. You see what I'm saying? And he got suspicious of their ass. He was like, man, what the fuck is they trying to do? Is they trying to, is they trying to bind me? And they say, no, we just trying to see, if you can get out of this. You know what I'm saying? You so strong. You know how they played to his ego. You so strong. We want to see you break this shit. And so they knew this time that they had something that he couldn't break. They just had to get him in it, but he was getting suspicious. And so what he said is that one of you gonna have to put your hand in my mouth just in case, you know what I'm saying? You gonna pay a price, and so Tyr, stepped up, because they pretending like this ain't, we ain't trying to do this. We ain't trying to bind you. And so he put his hand in his mouth. And when he realized he couldn't get out of the shit, he bit the motherfucker arm off. He bit his hand off. And so you see in the occult understanding, that's the blood sacrifice. Okay? And so this is where you get bloody Tyr or T-wise. And this is where you get Ruby Tuesday. You understand? Ruby Tuesday. Now the other one, wait a minute, the other one is Friday. Thank God, TGI, thank God it's Fridays. See, you don't know, and then, old Frigga ain't nothing but a witch. She ain't nothing but a witch. So you calling and they got motherfuckers, unconsciously. Let me put that shit in there too. Let me put them motherfuckers side by side. There it is. I want their logo because I'm gonna have to study their logo a little deeper. It don't seem to be nothing that just standing right out. But let me go and put this in here. So you got Friday, which is Frigga. Thank God it's Frigga. And then you got Ruby Tuesday. And the ruby is symbolic of blood. So so what it's saying to you is Bloody Tuesday. You see? Bloody T-wise. Bloody Tyr. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it, when you look at his name, it's the preface of Tyrant, Tyrannosaurus Rex. You see, Tyr. And so you already know in anything that tyrannical, anything that's dealing with his being is of savagery, of of rage, and all the gods is of rage and terror. You see, and so again, when you start talking about the ruby, you see right there the blood. But see, also when you deal with that ruby, you also dealing with that gin. You see what I'm saying? Because inside of that, with the wish master, the jinn like to hide in a lot of, red rubies, emeralds. You see what I'm saying? Which is also in that aspect symbolic of blood. You see what I'm saying? Also symbolic of also fire. You see? And so that's where you get that ruby from. You know what I'm saying? And so you see there, and with the wish master, hiding in that red ruby. So this is where you getting that from. So you going to get you a steak, and goddamn it, you in there, you going through a ritual, a Nordic Viking Nordic ritual. You see them, and you go up in there, and you see them eat nothing. Them Cro-Magnums up in there eating nothing but bloody steaks. That's all they be up in there eating. You see, and so also you see what Tyr is the wolf cult. You see, is the wolf cult. Now, a lot of people don't know when you think of, you never thought about it until somebody, brought this to your attention. Wait a minute, let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm making sure everything looking good. Okay, we Gucci. Okay, and so you see that you're also dealing with that wolf cult. Now, if you want to, you see, you're not even understanding, until somebody show you what it is. Now, also inside of the satyr, you see what I'm saying? When you look at satyr, you see Tyr, and so you see again, you see the aspect of Pan. Let me put that in there now so you can see this shit. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with Tuesday, you see that's why they call him the great god Pan, because he's the all. You see, you talk about Pan, but you talking about the satyrs. You know, so you have to do you got to understand that it says spelling. You see, I did that for you. I want you to understand that. Blow that up for you. So you see the satyr, you see, is in tears in satyr, and so you got to understand that Pan is also inside of that demon of Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? And so why is it that you got to understand it? Because the spell is in the spelling. You see, the spell is in the spelling. You had to break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? You got to break this shit down. The spell is in the spelling. Now, like I said, one of Odin's names is Grim. You see, is Grim. And the book, and he was a sorcerer. Is Grim more, if I believe it, is IRE. Let me see. Grimoire. Where is that at? Let me get that spelling right. Let me get that spelling right. Let me get the spelling right. I had it right there in my face. It must be on this one. It must be right here. Let me see. It is. Okay. Let me come back. Oh, and it's IRE. Okay. No, it ain't. It ain't two. It's just one. Okay, it is. It's two R's. It's right there. It is. Grimoire. Okay, and that's the book that the witches use. You see all them, them goddamn sorcerers and shit. They use that grimoire. But in that, you see grimoire. You see, in the grimoire is grammar. The grim and the more. Let me put that up there. Let me put that up there. Is grammar. So you got to understand how these motherfuckers is playing with y'all. I don't give a fuck what you believe. This ain't your shit. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to. So grimoire, which is the grimoire, is grammar. So the spell is in the spelling, and the grimoire, which is is a book of the spells, is in the grammar. That's your grammar. So you got to be careful with this shit. And like I said, Grim is Odin. You see what I'm saying? Who is the wizard? And so just like, and let me put it in there just because if you're familiar with Loki, you see, you're familiar with Loki in the Marvel comics. Let me get that up there. You see, and it loke out, but see, that's war. See, even Loki is in the warlock. You see, he's in the warlock. They didn't add the C in there, but it's Loki. So Loki is even rooted in the warlock. So you got to understand, these motherfuckers have intertwined so much of this shit into the everyday grammar and spelling of motherfuckers. You don't know what you wouldn't have no fucking idea of what the fuck is coming out of your mouth. Now, one of his symbols is the spear. You see, the spear. And so, of course, you see, it's also intertwined with that wolf coat. Now, check this shit out. Look at all these motherfuckers. You see a symbol? You see a symbol here, tear, and then you go to the Nazis. You go to the Nazis, and they got the motherfucker on their uniforms. He's highly venerated even today with these fucking white nationalists, Aryan Nation motherfuckers. You can see again here, you see the arrow, that's Tyr. You see? That's Tyr. And so you come down here, you see all these motherfuckers, white nationalists, they still using that shit. A lot of these flags that you see out there, our blood is our primary weapon. You know, you see a lot of these, and this is over in Europe. You see they still flying the symbol of tear. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the shit that you calling on. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know you calling on it. You know, but you is. And even when you go and they didn't intertwine it into the cities, the streets, the names of lakes and rivers and mountains and restaurants and all type of products and shit. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't even aware of. And so I just did this tonight, did Tuesday, Bloody Tuesday, Bloody Tuesday. You see Ruby Tuesday, and thank God it's Frigga the witch. You know, thank God it's so they have it where you venerating they wicked gods, and you don't even know that you doing it. You see, you know, and they done named all these, all these damn restaurants after these wicked ass gods. You see, look at this sick motherfucker right here. You see, this is Tuesday. This is the god of Tuesday. This is what it make these motherfuckers do. I want you to look at that now. You see, and this one go to Odin, but I'll bring that one up at another time. You see, and so I had to. We just getting started for this season of misery that you've involved yourself in. You can look right here, the hammer. As I go out, the hammer of Thor and the hammer of Santa to show you certain aspects that didn't carried over from this God into. And so when you get your little Santa Claus and you take your baby out there with your silly ass and do a child sacrifice and put your child up on this wicked ass beast and shit and his lap and shit and this, that, and the third, know how sick you is when you do that shit. Know how sick you is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, family, we just getting started. I'm just warming you up to some of the deities in which we're going to be dealing with throughout this holiday holocaust. And I guarantee you need you a notebook. Go get you a notebook and write on it, holiday holocaust, General Sarasun Seti class for the fall and winter. And I guarantee you, goddammit, you going to turn that goddamn notebook into one of your divine. You're going to throw the Bible out and put that damn notebook up as your new holy scripture for the damn fall and winter months. You feel me? That's going to be your new holy scripture. All right, family. I'm heading over here to General Seti page. About to get on God. It's about to get hot. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be on Facebook, so I know a lot of you Christian niggas going to be mad, but that's okay. You're going to get a lesson today. This is the General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.